Greetings, good morning to all of you. SC pattern. Yeah, many persons have asked this question. What is a easy method to identify a SV pattern? I mean sentence pattern. It is called globally sentence pattern. How to identify sentence pattern in a sentence? I mean SV pattern in a sentence. That is a question. First of all, let us know what is SV pattern or sentence pattern. A sentence commonly contains following compartments: subject, verb, object. Object is called direct object. If you merely say object, that is direct object. Indirect object. Then adjunct. The another one is complement. Only these are the compartments, not any one of them. If you see any sentence, that sentence will contain these compartments. Some sentences may have all compartments. Someone may have subject and verb, or SVO, or SVOIO, or SVC, or SVA, like that. You could come to know that what is SVA means: subject, verb, adjunct, or subject, verb, object. Is there any sentence only containing one compartment? Yes, of course, there is. Yeah, it's possible to create a sentence, to form a sentence by using only one compartment. That is verb. Verb is very important. If you want to make a sentence by using only one compartment, verb only is possible. Imperative statement: come, sit down, go, switch off, switch on. These are sentences. Even though the sentence contains only one word, it can be categorized as sentence. So why am I saying this? Is it possible to put only one compartment to make a sentence? It is possible. That is verb. Okay, let's go further. Subject. That is a nominative matter. Then who does this matter? Who does an action is called subject. Verb. Verb means action. What does the action go? About which action that sentence says. That is verb compartment. Object. Which is suffered by the subject is called object. Likely in affirmative, object is placed after the verb. Object follows verb. That is a syntax rule. Subject, verb, object will be there. That is direct object. How to identify object? What did you see yesterday? Which film did you see yesterday? I saw, or I watched. You are saying a name of film. That is object. What did you have your breakfast today? I had my breakfast. Dosa or idli or anything you are saying. So what did you do? That is called object. Also, whom did you meet yesterday? I saw Mr. So-and-so. You say any name. That is object. So the answer to a question, whom, what, which, will be an object in a sentence. Likely object is placed in third section in affirmative after the verb. An object cannot be placed in beginning of a sentence. Next, adjunct. Yes, adjunct is one of the compartments. ADJUNCT. Adjunct is one of the compartment. The adjunct is a place of adverbs. All adverbs will be sitting in this compartment. Answer to the question how. Answer to the question where. Answer to the question when. Likely these are sitting in this compartment, that is called adjunct. So subject, verb, object, then adjunct. How did you do the job? Yeah, I did the job successfully. Yeah, when did you meet that guy? I met that guy at 10 o'clock. The 10 o'clock is adjunct here. But the subdivision, that is adverb of time. How did you do the job? I completed the job successfully. Successfully is the adjunct here. That is adverb of quality. So all adverbs will be sitting in this compartment. That is called adjunct. Indirect object, yes. That is your indirect object will be the answer to the question of to whom. He gave me a pen. They presented me some cakes. They, subject, presented, verb. Me, yeah, here it is indirect object. It's not called object. Some cakes, or a pen, or a gift, anything maybe. That is object. What did they give you? They gave some cakes. That is object. Whom did they give some cakes? Listen to here. Whom did they give some cakes? So the answer to the question to whom will be an indirect object. Most probably persons are being confused how to differentiate, distinguish, which is direct object, which is indirect object. If I want to say in Tamil, yarai, yadai, the answer to the questions will be an object. Yarukku, answer for the question will be an indirect object. My father presented me a watch, a bicycle. My father, who did present? That is subject. What did he do? Presented, that is verb. Whom did he? To whom did he present? That is indirect object, me. What did he present? A bicycle or anything else. That is object. Yesterday. This is adjunct. When did he present to you that bicycle? He did present me the bicycle yesterday. Yesterday is a adjunct here. That is adverb of time. Already I told you, adjunct is occupied by all adverbs. Besides these, another one compartment is there. That is very important, complement. This is a pen. We are Indians. Are you a teacher? The answer for these questions. Which one? This is a pen. What is it? This is a pen. So the pen must be a complement. That's not adjunct. Here also one confusion is there. How to distinguish and differentiate whether it is adjunct or complement. For example, you are saying, I am a student, I am a teacher. Who are you? What are you? The answer to those questions will be a compliment. This is a video. What is it? This is a video. This is a subject. This is a verb. A video. That's not an object. That's not adjunct. That's a compliment. We are well. We subject or verb. Well, here is not a compliment. Here is an adverb. How are you? That is the answer to the question how. So what is it? What are you? Who are you? Likely the answer to these questions will be a compliment. So only these are the compartments. Subject, verb, object, indirect object, then adjunct, then complement. Now you can create yourself some sentences. Then yourself, you can try to identify the SV pattern, sentence pattern. You don't think sentence pattern is very basic in grammar. It not only is very basic. When we know about the patterns, compartments of a sentence, we will have been going on smoothly for further exercises. Even in passive also. So far I have told you some sentences in active. At the same time, if there is any sentence in passive voice, how to identify? The cake is being prepared. The cake is a subject which is being prepared. Is being prepared is a verb, that because there is action. So the cake is being prepared is an SV, that's all. By some Qatarians or by some persons who have come from London. The cake is being prepared by the person who have come from Delhi or whatever it may be. For the fully sentence, cake is a subject, is being prepared is a verb. By the persons who have some things, and I have put some adjective clause, all together there is no object. It is done by me. It is a subject. Is done is a verb. By me is an object in passive voice. Which, what? For the answer for these questions will be a subject. It's an easy one. Identifying verb is very easy. What's action? No matter at all. By whom such action is done? The answer to that question will be an object. By whom it is done? By me it is done. By whom it was done? By whom was it done is the correct sentence. By whom was it done? It was done by me. It was done by my brother. It was done by my sister. It was done by my student. The by somebody is there, that is subject. My computer helps me for my project. My computer is a subject. Helps is a verb. Me is a direct object. Of course, the computer helps me. To whom does it help, right? Yeah, of course it's an indirect object. For my project. That is adjunct. For what? For what does the computer help you? But somebody may be saying, why you cannot be direct object? But in this case, in this situation, you is indirect object. There is no direct object. This one case. Another one, You can create or make a sentence by containing both objects. I mean direct object and indirect object. Already I told you. My father presented me a watch. You told you know that. I told you know that. My father is a subject, presented is a verb, me is an indirect object because to whom? That is the answer. What did you present? That is a direct object. Yesterday is a complement. SVOIOA is there. What type of questions may be asked in your exam board? Whatever the exam board it is, it may be TNPSC or your academy related questions. Frame a sentence by using SVO. It's very easy. If there is any question SVO, you write, I ate idli, enough. I learnt music, it's enough. I saw a tiger, it's enough. It's SVO. SVA, you frame a sentence for this pattern, SVA. This may be a question. How will you do that? I am here, maybe. You just simply write, I am here. I is a subject, I am is a verb here. Where are you? Maybe the question. I am here. Otherwise, I am in the college. Or I am in the cinema theater. The last one is adjunct. If there is a question SVC, frame a question for the pattern SVC. It is beautiful. You are wonderful. These are colorful. Any predicate adjective can be placed in the complement section. Your things are there. Your things are there. Your things is a subject or is a verb. There is an adverb. So this is not SVC. This is SVA. These things are yours. These things is a subject or is a verb. Yours. Of course, it's a complement. It's not adjunct. What is it in your pocket? It's a marker. It's a SVC. It subject is a verb, a marker. Otherwise, you tell your name. If your name is Shankar, you just say, I am Shankar. Or Raj, I am Raj. It's a SVC. You can frame a sentence for SVC, you write your name. I am Mahendran, like that you write. Mahendran is a complement. It's not adjunct. If anyone says an adjunct, just bring them to me. Sir, is it possible to make a sentence SVIO? Yes, already told you no. It helps me. It helps me. It is a subject, helps is a verb, me is a he. It's not direct object. Yes, I am helped by it. It helps me is an active voice. If you convert into passive, I am helped by it. நான் அதனால் உதவி செய்யப்படுகிறேன். Maybe in Tamil, passive section. In active section, it, அது, helps, உதவுகிறது. Me. It's not என்னை, எனக்கு. To whom does it help only? That's what I am saying, that is indirect object. So if anyone asks you to frame a sentence SVIO, it helps me, straight away write. This one case. Another one important matter is that in your sentence, if there are two objects, direct object and indirect object, you can create two passive voices. Let us take again The same sentence. My father presented me a bicycle. This active voice can be changed into passive. Two different structures of passive. A bicycle was presented by my father to me. This is also passive voice. I was presented by my father a bicycle. Otherwise, usually I used to give some sentences to my audience here. Right? Ram and Raj coach, maybe. Ram and Raj coach football to new students. This may be a sentence. Ram and Raj coach football to new students. There are two passive voices for this sentence, but actually that is active. What is two sentences passive? Ram and Raj coach or coached or coaching. First of all, determine in which tense is it. But actually, we have to scrutinize this matter in changing voice section. Later, I will upload another one video, how to change the voices. Meanwhile, let's come to our point. Ram and Raj coach football to new students. You see the first passive voice. Football was coached, maybe simple past tense. Football was coached by Ram and Raj to new students by shooting against direct object. By shooting direct object, your direct object is brought to a subject. Football is coached by Ram and Raj to new students. This is one of the passive voices. What's another one passive voice for that? Indirect object is there, to new students. By shooting indirect object, you can create another one voice, another one passive voice. New students were, because that is plural, coached by Ram and Raj, football. Here a little bit kicking the syntax role. New students were coached football by Ram and Raj. This is also right sentence. New students were coached by Ram and Raj football. This is also right sentence. So there are, you can convert two passive voices if your active voice contains one direct object and another one indirect object. So actually we started this video for SV pattern, but as well as I have explained to you how to change by shooting direct object and indirect object, change into passive voice. Right? The more things will be seen later. We will meet again. Thank you. I am V. Mahendiran. Yes, Mahendiran Global English, NORTHPOIGAINALLUR, NAGAPATTINam. Thanks a lot. All the best. All the best.